Patricia, you know, you're right. You should tell me every little step, you know.
Mhm.
Can't see them very well. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's cool. Next step. Like,
What?
mine.
Yes.
That's it then. I don't think that this gives me a tally. Let me know how many people you think we have right now.
225.
225. Yeah, definitely. It's different. And here we go. Now I can see everybody. Hi, Sissy the clown, or Clown Sissy. Hi, Gert. Oh, I missed it. John Sedaka. Is it really? I'll be darned. What are the astronomical odds? Hello, Ida Brzezinski, or Perzimbalski. I like that one, Jan.
Yeah, I see her all the time.
Oh yeah?
She's on her phone.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a rare name, Ida. And then Karen Tubbs, Tom Massey. Isn't it amazing how the universe talks, Jen? Do you
Yes.
talk?
Yes.
GT Balance Senior. How are we doing? 300. Wow. Hmm. Maybe they're just not interested. Hello, AOB. Rummy. Red pilled and poised. Kishba. I saw we had somebody from Spain yesterday. That was cool. Or the day before. Daisy May. Casey Santeri. El El Nika. El Nika. I bet you're from South America. Hello, Frank and Taki. That must be you, Jen. You're Taki. Taki.
Yep.
I'm glad that you're having a good time. Yeah, we're having a good time. But as much as you think it's all fun and games, it's not. We're exhausted by the end of the day. The demand on us is a lot. Right now there's at least a dozen families that are knocking on our door, please, please, you know. Yesterday we had a pilot that flew in from Canada, and I didn't even have the time to meet with him. But I already met with you about 3 weeks ago, so that was okay. I know you're listening. Oh, so anyways, family, it looks like we've got, gee whiz, what you got there, Jen?
367.
I know what. We'll just make this short and simple. We'll say goodbye. So let's get going. We won't wait for our usual 500. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. It is the 3rd of February, 2020, and I greet you in agape love. It's good to be with you. We study the Iraqi dinar, you know, as an investment. I mean, not just the currency, but the countries around it, the political structure, financial structure. And everything that we say to you on these calls is nothing more but my opinion. Now, if you don't know me, my opinion ain't worth diddly squat to you or your pet dog or anybody, you know what I mean? So don't get too serious, don't get too overly excited about the things that I say. Consider them. I ask you to take them to God in prayer, because it completes a cycle. That's where I start, with God. Heavenly Father, what should I teach? How should I teach it? How much should we teach? Alrighty, so now we've established the ground rules. Let's move on, because we're not going to spend too much time. This is our introduction for our main production, which is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where? Livestream.com. You know, it amazes me, doesn't it, Tink? No matter how many times you give addresses and phone numbers, people still say what?
Where is it? I don't know where to go.
I gave it to you. Oh, well, I wasn't watching. Then go back and watch. I don't have the time to watch. Then you shouldn't be in this investment. And it's that simple. It's that simple. You see, you get out of something what you put into something. So if you're confused, don't understand things very well, how much time are you putting into this study? And what I'm giving you is my opinion about this study. And like I said, you know, it's up to you whether you want to consider it or not. Now, what we're going to do is lay out the foundation. Number one, I apologize. Yeah, I come to you with olive leaves, because KTFalways.com, my home. Keep the faith always. Keep the faith always. KTFalways.com. And if you're not a member of our forum, you should be. You're going to see why tonight at 7 o'clock. You should be. There's a lot of information that we put in there in the last 24 hours that we're going to talk about tonight. And if you're not a member of KTFalways.com, you should be. At 7 p.m., what I want to do is talk to you about many subjects, but right now I want to be serious now and apologize. Apologize because I did not make myself very clear when I talked to you the last time we were together about Donald Trump. You see, I said the following to a degree. I said, Mr. President, maybe you shouldn't have done it that way. Mr. President, you know I support you. You know I got your back. I'm not crazy about a lot of things that you do and say, but you're my commanding officer. You're my president. And I'll stick with you, stand with you, and fight for you all the way through. Because nobody's perfect. I like your imperfection, Mr. President of the United States of America. I find your imperfection, Mr. Trump, to be just perfect. At least with me. And ladies and gentlemen, the president, I said, maybe it's possible, you know. You want to, when the impeachment is over with, maybe, you want to just say to the public, hey, look, I'm sorry. And a lot of you said, how dare you, Frank? What are you, a communist? The President of the United States has nothing to apologize for. He's being accused falsely. Yeah. And that's where I let you down. I should have continued and explained to you what I meant. You see, when a person humbles himself, whether he's right or wrong, that's attractive. When a person is abused by the Democratic Party and yet apologizes to the American citizens that I'm sorry that we have to go through this garbage. I like it. All I was trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that the President of the United States, even though he has been treated like an imbecile and dragged through every outhouse that you can find and freshly dipped into every one of those outhouse toilets, he might still find it within himself to say to the United States of America, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to suffer with the Democrats that way. I know you voted me in. I know the electoral votes got me in. I know what it's all about. You know what it's all about. And I'm sorry that we had to go through this garbage. Because can you imagine how far our country would be if we didn't have to mess with that? Everybody's happy. The only ones that are not happy are the Sanhedrins and the Democrats. But the Sanhedrins are all dead. Well, actually, they're not. They still exist. Yeah, believe it or not. But anyways, that's what I meant to say, okay? I respect President Trump. And I don't think that he did anything wrong per se. But I do believe that he could have done it a different way. I do believe that his cocky attitude, his bold, aggressive position in life, his extrovert taste, I like it. Some of you find interest in me because I'm different. I find interest in Donald Trump because he's running the White House in a completely different way. Anyways, I hope I explained myself. I'm not in favor of socialism, Marxism, communism. I always thought McCarthyism was a bunch of crap. I wish we had it now. They'd be the equivalent to Men in Black. Scare the crap out of you, show up at your home and convince you otherwise. You did not see that UFO, did you? No? Okay. And like I said, what the Democrats are about to face is very serious. It's going to take about a year, all of this year and part into next year. That was a big can of whoop ass. I told you, leave it alone, Democrats. But you opened it. And then you took it all the way to the majority side. And then you argued with each other. Didn't I tell you you were going to implode? Didn't I tell you you would create the word phagocytosis? You know, that's when a human cell actually engulfs itself because it senses that it has maybe a tumor or mutated DNA, so the cell destroys itself. I told you, Democrats, you were going to consume yourself. Did you all see Cackahead? What was it, a few days ago when they were finishing up? Cackahead and Nadler. Nadler, that little guy, he's so cute. I like Nadler. You know, you remember the Penguin, the original Batman with the Penguin with Eddie. What was that guy's name? That his wife is also short, and they do the M&M commercials. Huh? DeVito. Yeah, he did it. When he played the penguin. That's what Nadler reminds me of. He just, I mean, he came around the the pulpit. He came around, went right past Caca Head, and just ran like crazy. I mean, he grabbed that mic, he got right in front of it, and you could hear Caca Head saying, Nadler, Nadler. What did he call him by his first name? I don't know what he's calling him. Hey, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, no. What are you doing? What he was doing is he was going to go say his part. Nadler's pissed off because Nancy, I gotta pee. She appointed Cackahead to lead this impeachment. That's not his position. It's Nadler's position. Anyways, it was so funny, and I just wanted to bring that up because, yeah, they're imploding. They fought in front of everybody about the way they're doing it. And poor Nancy, I gotta pee. That's why you gotta pee. They didn't let you do what you wanted to do. They didn't let you do what you wanted to do. They made you hold it. And you know what, Nancy? They're gonna fire you. They're gonna get rid of all of you. The Democratic Party is no longer a Democratic Party. It is beyond a leftist party. It is now touching Communist Party. It's that simple. Yeah. Yeah. And it's too bad, Nancy, because I think it breaks your heart. You know that, well, the Grand Old Republic will be okay, but you know your Democratic Party is changing, and I told you that it was going to change if you kept doing this. You remaining Democrats are the dinosaurs. And your asteroid is the leftist party that you allowed to convince you to do what you did with this impeachment. Shame on you. From the moment that he became president, within that week, what was that one lady that I forget what her name is. She comes out and she's really cocky, and we're going to get this mofo. Now, if you don't know what mofo means, ask some young person. She said that public on television. We're going to get this mother blanker impeached. He was just elected. So the venom of losing, of not having what they had with, with Clinton in the Oval Office, yeah, that pissed them off. It pissed off the Sanhedrins. What? We're not going to have all of our money, all of our food, all of our sex, all of our drink. What? And the Democrats, yeah. So the left Communist Party decided to take it over, and I told you it was going to happen. And now that it's happening, in the next year and a half, they will be devastated by Donald Trump. The sadness is that it's the remaining dinosaurs that will be devastated. The ones that you're reading about right now. Unfortunately, this new party that is forming with the Democratic structure will not even be touched. They will go underground. They will slither and slime away. And they will unite themselves. Is it noon? No. Open the door. Hurry, open the door. We have an alarm, family. Hold on. Check this area. Check this area. All the satellites. Put the television on CNN only, babe. And keep your eye on that. It's a quarter till. That is unusual. Get the maps up. just want to know if anything's coming in. That's all. Find out. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here in Hawaii, it's good to take precaution when we are given these. We don't have tornadoes here. We don't have twisters, you know, and hurricanes are way in advance. We know, but the acuteness of what North Korea wants to do is something that we're very well aware of. The last time this happened, it was a mistake, and I'm praying that this was a mistake as well too. And we'll find out pretty soon. In the meantime, this is in the meantime, this is my opinion on the political structure in the United States of America, with the Democrats and the impeachment that is occurring right now. I am not concerned about our president. I'm not concerned about the United States of America, our economy, our future. I'm not even concerned about any type of war status. This is a very good example of what you just experienced with me. We're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We can see everything on this side of the world. Anyways, so that's the first thing I wanted to do is apologize. Number two, I want to pick up when we get together at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on livestream.com/Frank26. Yeah. When we get together, that's what I want to do. Good. Thank you. And talk to you where we picked up about the Prime Minister. I hope it made sense to you. I hope inside of our forum, inside of ktfalways.com, you know, we have premium. I went in there and I did my very best to explain, and I hope I helped everyone with the Q&As. This gentleman, Alawi, he's the one that the citizens want. Now, what do we call him? MTA. So, you know, for those of you that study with us, you now know exactly who we're talking about. And MTA is the one that the citizens wanted. But Sauder contaminated him. Sauder contaminated him by getting involved in the process of announcing him as the new prime minister. And I mean, I'm sorry. That's like, you know, no, I'm sorry. No, we don't want any part of him now. But this is the guy you wanted. This guy has amazing credentials. I don't care. And the President of the United States of America, in my opinion, also wants this guy. So tonight we're going to give you an awful lot of explanation and understanding about this MTA, because look at your notes. One of the things that we shared with you in our opinion, and we felt very strong about it, is that the moment that we have a new prime minister appointed, interim or permanent, that cabinet starts to take form. It's within 30 days. We feel it's now less. And we feel that that cabinet is already there. I want you to go back even further in your notes. On the inaugural night when the President of the United States of America was elected, he was having his steak dinner and potatoes. And one of his advisors comes up and whispers in his ears. It's now known that they were talking about what? The entourage that you sent to Iraq, sir, arrived safely. You will get your report in the morning. From the moment that Trump became president, he started to do the things that were needed for the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar, for the reinstatement of the country itself, of Iraq, to be reinstated internationally, and to be taken away from Iran, to become a sovereign, internationally free country. It started on that night. It started on that night, ladies and gentlemen. And the efforts, the work, the results, in my opinion, are about to come forth. Number 3, we're going to give you our Fireflies report. And the Prime Minister, along with the 30 days, and we think now less, has a lot to do with the Fireflies report, because the Fireflies report will end up putting us exactly where Eddie's bank friend thought all along. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, I hope you understand about the Prime Minister. We've spent many days already last week establishing that. Tonight, you're going up to the PH level about the Prime Minister and the importance of him and the influence of the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar because of the Prime Minister. We have 2 other subjects also to talk about. A very, very powerful one. Very powerful. And I think I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, assets determine the value of a country along with the value of the country's currency. Ladies and gentlemen, assets were removed and stolen for decades from Iraq. Ladies and gentlemen, the assets have been replaced. They were kept in guard at the United States of America banks to protect it from being stolen again, and especially under the UN sanctions that required that type of protection. But ladies and gentlemen, guess what? In my strong opinion, those assets which determine the currency of a country's value are coming back home. For a monetary reform reason. These are the subjects that we will be talking about in great depth tonight. No, we will not talk about black. Oh, pardon me. I thought you said black gold. You said gold back. Oh my gosh. Big time. Y'all take care and get ready. Get ready to study seriously tonight, okay? These subjects are new files. These subjects are very deep. And it's not like I'm going to give up roll up a white flag and say, okay, I'm sorry, Eddie, your friend, was right, may be right. Whatever the case is, I'm going to talk about Eddie's friend tonight. Because his opinion is coming to fruition on a daily basis as we get closer and closer to the month of March and April. God bless you. I'll see you very soon. You know where I'm going right now. I'll go and horse around for a couple of hours. And then I'll see you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Livestream.com/Frank26. If you need me, my phone number is 419-283-2552. I gotta go take cover before they fire off the next alarm.